remote bar A, which we've just ignored and got away with, which is about half of the course. And nice little village again, pretty little church, which I think has got a mention on the book as being an ancient monument, somewhere above the beach here. It would now seem that everything's restricted to 20 k's an hour, which would be a revelation in the UK. French aren't stupid enough to have given up their post bike. It's really nice to see, yep, the old road signs still existing. Once a major route here, now nicely bypassed, and we're just going down this little street to the sea at Bink. It's a large yacht harbour for a small place, and a nice little pedestrian bridge, which is sadly out of action at the moment, which links the shops on that side to the ethnic looking little shops on this side. So we just have to go around the top there now. It's not really very much out of the way, but I don't think that bridge has given much money to any community artists, and it seems perfectly satisfactory to me. We're now wiggling our way around the outside of St. Briac to the seaside, and in the distance there is a mega bridge. Oh, there's a car coming both ways now. There's a mega bridge which we're trying to avoid crossing by bicycle, but it does mean a steep descent that way, and no doubt there'll be an equally steep up the other way. This is our bridging point downstream of St. Briac, and it has to be said that after we scan past this large steel flush deck yacht, the main road bridging point is way up there. Stoker has also found an interesting boat to look at, so well, she's called the motor vessel Scotch Queen. And she was built during... So here's the Stoker riding across the wooden bridge, swing bridge. Which takes us into St. Briac proper. It's always nice to find a little boulangerie along the way. I'm a bit worried though that she doesn't seem to have any cake. Have you got any cake? No, we're not in Scotland riding on the Hogwarts Express. But we just found this really beautiful viaduct, and we've just passed further along the road in this direction. You may just glimpse it in the distance. A really complicated railway bridge and junction, most beautifully constructed. I can't imagine they were done by Brunel, but they certainly appear to be well up to his standard of design and general sort of appearance. I mean, they're just beautiful. We did ride a little bit of track today. It's very pretty. According to our electronic map, it's on road. According to my feeling on the handlebars, it's definitely on track. Okay, now we're just coming up to the T-junction where we turn right. And we're waiting with bated breath to see whether there's any tarmac. Yes, yep, I do believe we've cut through onto tarmac. We've come to a really picturesque little ford in the river. There may be a way round it, or there may not. Bicycles are supposed to go through fords, which is exactly what I've done. There's a lovely little clapper bridge on one side, which would have avoided me riding through. And there's the stoker on the other side. Let's see what she's going to do. You're not riding through.
Now this is Ken being very brave and very silly, but keeping his legs dry, and he's got through the ford safely.
Start again. Just after the ford, we've come to this really nice, pretty little chateau.
Hotel now.
Which is a hotel. Can you tell us what it's called?
Chateau de Val.
A cat can look at a king. Just cycled into the port of Valandre. Almost dead low water. I think if you were coming in here, you'd have to be very, very careful with your tidal calculations. It's as if there's a sill, but it's still going to be tricky. There's the little port office. And that's the way we'll be going on. Sometimes things go wrong. First time this trip. Management put the final waypoint in 15 kilometres too soon. So we've had to replan the rest of the trip, which means going into a bar, getting the computer out, being forced to have a beer, and then redrawing the route for the final part, and charging the battery as well. So in about 45 minutes time we'll be on our way to the final 15k to do. What's this kind of route called? What's it called?
BT20.
Alright. She said just now it was a mountain bike route. Came up on our computer map. Seems to be very nice and smooth. I suppose it might not be as good when it's wet, but we have no problems. We have our hotel at Sables, which is the last but one hotel we'll be staying in. The next one being Malo, which is about 40k along the road.